Records are meant to be broken, as they say. But then there are these records which seem as secure as a bank. Can we expect a bank heist on some of these? Maybe, but for the time being, we at Simply Chuma think that these 10 records are not going to be broken at all. This is the second part of the series Top 10 Unbreakable Records in Cricket. If some of the records you think were missed out, it is possible that they were part of the first video. If not, then please do let us know in the comment section below. And for those of you who think Rohit Sharma's 264 is secure, we surely do not think so. ODI highest scores have been constantly changing, and this will change too. In fact, we expect Rohit Sharma himself to beat it at least twice more in his career. Who knows, he may also be the first in the 300 club. Let's see. Now for the list. Number 1. 50-plus partnership in ODIs with one partner scoring nothing. In a match between Sri Lanka and Pakistan, Sri Lanka's first wicket partnership between Kaluwitharane and Jayasuriya was 70-odd. Strangely, Kaluwitharane's contribution in the 70-run partnership was 0 in 11 balls. In ODIs, there has never been a 70-plus partnership with a single partner not scoring anything. This is a freak incident which we are sure is not going to happen again. Number 2, a maiden super over. A dot ball is considered as gold dust in the T20 format, and a maiden is rated even higher. With such a mindset, no one ever thought of a maiden super over. We're not talking about a super over where both the wickets went without a run being scored, but bowling all 6 balls without scoring a run. It has never happened. However, this was until Sunil Narine proved it otherwise. In a game between Guyana and Trinidad in the 2014 edition of CPL, Narine bowled a maiden super over. He had to defend 12 runs, and the wily spinner fired 4 dot balls to Nicholas Pooran before getting him out on the 5th, and then delivered yet another dot ball on the final delivery. Number 3, Misbah ul Haq. Most runs in a career without a ton. Misbah ul Haq is a sure hero for Pakistan, a warrior like no one has ever seen. Playing 162 ODIs in green, he gathered 5,122 runs at a healthy average of 43.41. He even remained unbeaten on 31 occasions while taking his team over the line. However, it remains a surprising fact that he did not score even a single century in his ODI career while batting for Pakistan. With more than 5,000 career runs and with such an average, we don't think this record is going to be broken at all. Number 4, Lara's 400 runs in an innings. With the advent of T20, the run rate in tests have also increased considerably. That means the batsmen have started taking more risks in tests too, which is why seeing 300s in an innings has come down considerably. And when 300 itself is getting harder, Lara's 400 seems to be quite safe, isn't it? Number 5, highest partnerships by runs in tests. To continue on the last point, 300s have become rarer, and expecting 2 players to score close to 300 each in the same innings seems improbable. But Sangakkara and Jayawardene did achieve it when South Africa toured Sri Lanka in 2006. They scored 624 for the 3rd wicket partnership. Sangakkara scored 287 and Jayawardene scored 374 in that match. Number 6, most balls bowled in an innings. Sunny Ramadan must have needed an ice bath after his Herculean effort against England in 1957 at Edgbaston. The West Indian spinner bowled a total of 98 overs during the 2nd innings of the match. That's a staggering 588 balls, not amounting for extras during the innings. The closest anyone ever has come to this record was when Zimbabwe's Ray Price bowled 79 overs against South Africa in 2001. Number 7, the oldest Test cricketer. Wilfred Rhodes' record is most likely to stay unbroken. The Yorkshire man, who famously started at the bottom of the England batting lineup and finished as an opener, is the oldest man at the ripe old age of 52 years and 165 days to ever play Test cricket. Rhodes' two other statistical milestones that are unlikely to be broken are the most first-class games played, that is 1,110, and the most first-class wickets taken, which is over 4,000. Number 8, 8 wickets for 19 runs in ODIs. Considering you get a maximum of 60 deliveries in a modern-day one-day international match, Chaminda Vasa's return against Zimbabwe in 2001 is going to take some beating. The skillful left armer took 8 wickets for 19 runs. Or to put it another way, 80% of the African team's wickets as they collapsed to 38 all out of just 15.4 overs. Even though the opposition were a so-called weaker team, Vasa's ODI record figures are unlikely to be beaten anytime soon. Number 9, lowest ODI economy rate. Phil Simmons' Test career didn't do the talented all-rounder justice, but the West Indians' name will most likely remain in the record books forever after his incredible return in an ODI against Pakistan in 1992. Somehow, the Trinidadian got through his entire 10-over spell that yielded 4 wickets, but remarkably conceded just 3 runs. Simmons' freak economy rate of .30 will surely never be bettered in this T20-inspired age of ultra-aggressive hitting. Number 10, the most number of maiden overs. Bapu Nadkarni is well known for his economical spell during the 1964 Chennai Test against England, where he delivered a record 21 consecutive maiden overs. This is also a record when it comes to first-class cricket, as Nadkarni's 21 overs are the most consecutive 6-ball overs bowled by any player in this format. What do you think of this list? If you think any of these records can be broken, then please do let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Simri Juma for more amazing and interesting videos on cricket and other sports.